That's right. It's around 5 o'clock. We're going to get into live licks between 5 and 6 in just 1 second. But, Maddie, before we go live, could you please tell everyone about Shorecraft Beer Fest coming on February 24th?
Yeah, it is February, even though I usually say February. It's February 24th. It is. You can go and sample over 25 craft beers from 12 local craft breweries at Secrets. They've got a bunch of different ticket passes. They've got a general admission for $40, a VIP for $65, which includes an extended hour that you can come hang out, and an event T-shirt. And then I also think it's cool they have a designated driver pass for $10. So if you just want to come and hang out, but you're not drinking, you can hang out at that.
Have you ever been the designated driver before?
When I was under 21, like when I was like,
that's a good answer.
Like 17, your mom's like, "Hey, come pick us up."
That's
about it.
That's a safe answer. But I don't want to sound like a stick in the mud or anything. But Marla was our designated driver a couple of weeks ago for the Best Wings on the Shore contest, and there really is something fantastic about having a sober driver when you go to one of these events, because this is all you care to drink from 13 different breweries. You got Burley Oak, Hoop Tea, Freedom Brew, Fin City, Big Oyster, Cape Charles Brewing, Evo, Dogfish Head, Cinnapuxent, the Buzz Meadery, Miss Pillion, the other one, and the one I want to try, Berlin Brewing Company. That's, have you heard of Burley Oak?
Yeah, I went to Burley Oak yesterday, actually. Last night.
Every day a different bar with this one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I tried it for the first time last night.
And go ahead.
What is the Berlin Brewing Company?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Ski, a lot of people don't know Ski, our sound guy, was the head brewer at a place called the Bardo in Arlington, Virginia about, how many years ago was that?
96.
In 19, I was leaving it at 1996. And so they're that's right down the street from my house.
How old were you, Maddie, at 96?
Not alive.
Yeah, not alive. I love that.
So the old Southern States building in Berlin is being transformed into a brewery.
I saw that construction going on.
They replumbed the whole joint. They straightened the building. They structurally corrected it. They're going to have, from what I understand, dining, and it's a full brew pub.
Yeah, brew.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice spot. Okay, wow.
I do know the brew guy. I don't know him too well, but I've talked to him over the years. He's worked around Berlin for a while, and they're moving into stainless steel now. They got all the plumbing done, and they should be open sometime this spring. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be great to have a quality operation going on there.
We're talking about Shorecraft Beer Fest Love on Tap coming to Secrets Saturday, February 24th. Get your tickets online, shorecraftbeerfest.com. But now on to the issue at hand. We've got an artist in the studio. His name's Brandon Batty. I have a bio for you, Brandon, and I'm having trouble finding it. So give me 1 second because I
added it to the end of the calendar.
I know. I lost it on the printer. I do apologize. Let's see if I can find it here now. And I can't find it here now.
That's all right.
That's
what we have Brandon here for.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Oh, there you are.
Born and raised in the vibrant coastal city of Virginia Beach, he spent most of his childhood behind a drum kit, tapping out rhythms that echoed the pulse of the ocean waves. It wasn't until his senior year of high school that he picked up a guitar and taught himself how to strum along. He has attended James Madison University, lived down in Florida. He ventured into the world of distilling. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And he now lives in Ocean City, Berlin. That's where I met Brandon. He performs quite often at open mic nights in the area. I think we became friends. Let's hear your vocal voices.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey.
Okay. We probably met at the Burn Wood-Fired Pizzeria open mic, I believe.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and you perform you get in on the group thing at the end a lot.
Sometimes, yeah, if they'll have me. Absolutely, yeah.
And I always thought you were an interesting and fun performer. You do covers.
I do, yeah.
But tonight you're going to do all originals.
That's correct. Yep,
Awesome.
all originals.
All right.
That's all right out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, isn't that one of the things we promote here? We want people with all originals.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, Ski, you bring up a good point. So over the years, Live LIXX has
upcoming performers
morphed, evolved, and changed into the creature that it is today. But some acts come up and they do cover tunes with a sort of vibrant energy that's
a new take on
not
it,
dismissive at all. And then other people are just sort of muddling through it. If you're just muddling through it, it's not really what Live LIXX is all about. We're about energetic, inspiring performances. Is that?
Yeah, you got to give me your best Mick Jagger.
There you go. You got to have moves like Jagger. So here he is for the very first time on Live LIXX between 5 and 6. Brandon Batty. You can check him out performing at various open mics around town. He'll tell you more about himself in a little bit. Are we ready to go, Ski? Here he is for the first time, Brandon Batty on Live LIXX between 5 and 6.
Thanks for having me, y'all. The song's called Down the Line. Lord, take me to the river. You know it's what I need. I gotta get myself together. Oh, right back down to speed. My motor's running too hot. Long past time to cool her down. Go sit out under the shade tree, watch the leaves fall to the ground. And so we go on down the line, let that mystery unwind. Find yourself here every time when you're backed into the corners of your mind. We'll be singing by and by. Still smoking cigarettes. I guess it's a lost rebel's cause. I go light myself that other one. Inhale this long pause. What I'm making in the morning, in my bones, in my mind. Gotta catch that 5 headed north. A transfer to the 99. And so we go on down the line, let that mystery unwind. Find yourself here every time when you're backed into the corners of your mind. We'll be singing by and by. Friends say all these songs are starting to sound the same. Sometimes I'd agree. Only ever bothered learning 3 chords. I figured it's all I'd ever need. Sing songs about some moonshine, or walking down the gravel road, sitting around that campfire with the ghost of Tom Joe. And so we go on down the line, let that mystery unwind. Find yourself here every time when you're backed into the corners of your mind. We'll be singing by and by. She says I'm lovely when I'm smiling, more than oftentimes I'm not. She ain't ever been much on fiction, but she sure likes a decent plot. And so we go on down the line, let that mystery unwind. Find yourself here every time when you're backed into the corners of your mind. We'll be singing by and by. Down the line.
Live LIXX is sponsored by the ABC Store.
Brandon Batty here tonight on Live LIXX between 5 and 6. Brandon, I know we talked off mic a little bit that there was stories associated with these songs, and I was wondering if you wanted to tell us the story associated with that one.
That one? So so I ran a mobile beer canning company for a long time down there in Florida. It was a lot of road work, and driving can get hard sometimes. So you just push forward, just keep and like I just 3 chords and come up with some words in my head and drive.
Okay,
That's
what
cool.
year? What year were you running this mobile canning operation?
That was right the few years before the pandemic. The pandemic really kind of made everything hard for everyone. But.
I'm going to turn this over to Ski a little bit. I know he wants to talk about this. He loves canning lines more than anybody in the world.
That's
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what do you mean?
I thought you wanted to talk about this mobile canning operation because for a long time getting beers into bottles. It was easy for a microbrewery to get their beer into a keg. A kegger was relatively easy to come across, or even cistles. Cistles, for those of you who don't know, are what's called like a 7-Eleven keg.
6 of a barrel.
Yeah,
Croydon.
yeah, it was relatively easy, but getting a bottler or a canner around to these microbreweries.
I don't understand what you mean a mobile canner.
Well,
So
go ahead.
let me jump in. Yeah,
Let's open conversation.
So it was a full mobile beer canning operation. We lived out of the back of an NPR Isuzu box truck. We'd roll in, we'd unload the equipment. It was 3 parts. There was a depalletizer, a twist rinse, the actual canning, the filling line, and then it was manual labor on the other side, pack out. So you'd be putting the pack techs or running the 6 rings or whatever you're doing, loading them into cases and going. So we'd do this. We'd pull up in the morning, run through a sanitizer, plug into their lines, run their beer, run their cans.
How big was the mobile operation? Like, what it fit on a
How
flatbed?
many cases did you get out of like a day? Let's say a run.
Oh, on a good day, we were looking at 6 pallets. That's
Okay.
So it's not like when he's saying this isn't like an out of his trunk operation.
No, I know that.
no,
I'm familiar.
I was picturing like on the side of the road.
I could
going,
shout out the company.
I was kinda thinking that, too. I was like,
they're
oh.
big. When I started, so I started Florida with them. It's a small company based out of New Hampshire. And when I was doing it for them, they had just moved down. There was a bunch of smaller operations going, and they all decided to pool their resources. So they just made one big company, and they opened the southern part. So they moved into Florida, and at that point, Florida. So we're talking 2016, 17,
Right.
which Florida was honestly half a decade behind the rest of the world when it came to craft beer.
Oh yeah.
And all of a
East
sudden,
Coast in general.
East
right.
Coast in general. But then all of a sudden, like every other day, there was a new brewery opening. And
Still like that.
still like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Sure, but the benefit of mobile canning was, this was the sales pitch. Like a lot of these breweries were strip mall breweries. They're popping up everywhere. Well, they don't have the space necessarily to store all the dry goods. To even have a canning line, so we'd run in there, take over their brewery for a day or 2.
So did you travel with the empties? Because the cans got to get there as well.
Yeah, sometimes we did.
Yeah, yeah.
We could fit with all of our equipment. We could fit 2 pallets of cans in there.
Wow. And then how long would you be on the road for? How many days would you be on the road?
So if anyone knows the geography of Florida, which I'm sure a lot of you out there listening do, I lived in Sarasota. That was home base. So I'd leave Sarasota about 3:30 in the morning on Monday. I'd drive up to Tallahassee, cut over to Jacksonville the next day. I'd hit somewhere in the middle, Port St. Lucie somewhere, go all the way down to Miami. Usually spend 2 days in Miami. By that time, it's Thursday night. Do one small brewery Friday morning, and then get back to Sarasota for the weekend, and then start it all over again.
And your guitar was your best friend, writing
It
songs
was,
on the
yeah.
road?
There's not a lot to do in a different hotel room every night. And a lot of low-fill cans.
All right, we're talking with Brandon Batty. We'll be back in a couple minutes with more music. You're listening to Live LIXX right here on Ocean 98. part by Secrets in Ocean City, Maryland. If you want to have some fun and get out of the house, check out Secrets. They reopen their doors this Thursday. Come on down to Secrets, Jamaica, USA, 49th Street in the Bay, and check out Full Circle tomorrow at 4 p.m. They got a whole bunch of specials. You can spend the whole day eating and drinking, listening to music, and having fun. Starts at 4 p.m. with Secret Spirits and Crushes, only $7.25. All the frozen drinks, electric lemonade, frozen orange crushes, pain in the ass, pina coladas, rum runners, $8, $6.50 crafts, $4.50 domestics, $5.50 imports, and $3.50 naturals tomorrow for happy hour, alongside half-price jerk chicken and steamed shrimp. And the dinner special tomorrow night is a $19.99 pasta night. Get the shrimp and scallop rundown or the jerk chicken Alfredo. I always say it, and I'll say it again. Bring someone along, get both, and share, because you think the jerk chicken Alfredo is better than the shrimp and scallop rundown, which I think is insane.
But that was my choice that day. You asked me what I wanted that day. Today I would maybe change my mind.
I know. I hear you.
I'm all over the place.
I hear you.
Know?
I love chicken. Don't get me wrong. If I was at the Area 51 tonight, I would have gotten the Peruvian-style airline chicken with the green sauce. But there's something about the shrimp and scallop rundown. Oops, I'm sorry. Mic's on. Hello.
Whoa, what do you mean Peruvian-style airline chicken? Come on.
So tonight, Ski, are you taking your lady out for Valentine's Day tonight?
Me and Maddie, we're gonna go out.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
Yeah,
I would.
So you might have to stay here and do my shift, and we're gonna go to dinner. So.
You guys can do whatever you want, but I would recommend you go to Area 51, but it's sold out. So you can't get in over there. You guys are shut out.
We can use your name.
No, you guys are shut out.
Schwab.
No one has any clout over there. It's a reservation only dinner, but they had a pretty extensive menu. I don't have it in front of me.
It was a great menu.
What?
Airline chicken.
Airline. That's not something I understand, but that's what the restaurants call chicken breast these days. An airline chicken breast. I'm not sure what that means exactly. We'd have to call the guys over at Mount Air.
Interesting.
And ask them. But I understand Peruvian style, and that's nice with the green sauce. Have you ever had that before?
I don't think so. I usually don't order chicken. That's the thing.
I'm like you, but I've learned that the people spend a lot of time preparing their chicken quite fancy.
Yeah.
Up in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, there was a Peruvian immigration that took place. It's been a while. It's been like 30 years. And it took a while, but there's little Peruvian restaurants everywhere. They sort of...
A friend of ours likes to go by a couple of those and sit down in front of the TV and eat them.
It's like, okay, so if you go to the Peruvian chicken places, I'll describe it to you. It's sort of like getting the rotisserie chicken at the supermarket, except they've spit grilled it in there themselves, and then they take I don't know what the green sauce is. It's like some sort of spicy pepper and like.
I always thought it was some tomatillo type of
but
pepper thing.
There's a tomatillo, maybe a jalapeno in there.
All right.
Tomatillo, jalapeno.
Yeah. Some jalapenos, tomatillos, and jalapenos. Get your green sauce on.
So sophisticated.
All right, I'm cutting you guys
Along
off.
with your quesadillas.
We're
Your fajitas.
a casada. We're in the studio tonight with Brandon Batty. He's a guy who's lived pretty much all over the place. Brandon, you started down in Vabi?
Yeah, Virginia Beach. Yep.
Do people down there call it Vabi, or is that just me?
Yeah, you can call it that.
Yeah,
call it whatever.
And then you went to James Madison University.
I did, yeah. Went out to Harrisonburg, and then
what'd you study at James Madison?
a few things, lots of things.
Such as
Smoking weed.
Yeah, skipping class.
So you didn't take college very seriously.
I did not. No,
right.
I did
Right
not.
on, me neither.
And then I found myself in the outdoor world. I've always been a big outdoor fan. The whole I tell people, grew up in the beach, moved to the mountains as soon as I could, fell in love with them, and just did as much as I could out there. So hiking, skiing.
Well, I know you met your lady friend.
Mhm.
Are you married? Or are these guys just
We
shacking
are
up?
engaged.
Engaged.
Christmas
Congratulations.
Eve.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
No, but you met her because you guys are both ski bums.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah. So shout out to Brittany Ann. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're listening. Yeah. So we met at Wintergreen years and years ago, back in 2008, and life happened.
Yeah, right on, man.
We took our own paths in life, and then reacquainted a few years back, and
Sure.
never had really been to Berlin, Ocean City area before. And
But she's born and bred around here.
Maryland. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay.
But they spent most of their time here.
All right.
And then visited, I guess it was a few New Year's Eves back. Fell in love with the place and decided to come on down from the mountain to here. So
right on.
It's a great, like I say, between Virginia Beach and Ocean City. Sorry,
Speech impediments
yeah,
are
no,
fine
that
around
was
here,
total
trust me.
slip. They're similar but different. They're similar,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's
Yeah.
Virginia Beach and Tidewater, a lot of military influence.
Yeah.
Here, it's a lot more vacation oriented, which is great, and Virginia Beach has that too, which is great. But
Yeah.
compared to the two,
I
this
like
area
Ocean
is for
City
me.
better as well. I'll tell you one thing. I spent a lot of time in Nags Head as a child.
Okay.
And I always used to think Ocean City was sort of a Nags Head you could have a job at because there used to be no jobs down there. And then Virginia Beach grew up so quick with all the tall buildings.
That's right.
And then and some days, and I don't want anyone to call and get mad, but I get upset when I see all the small buildings get torn down and replaced with tall buildings because eventually, you're in the Death Star chasm. You can't see the sun. And, after 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, that you're always in the shadow. And it was always nice that Ocean City was a low-rise town.
Exactly.
I get
agree with that,
I get
yeah.
upset with the big buildings coming
And
in.
also Worcester
sometimes.
County in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have. I mean, Virginia Beach when I was a kid, Virginia Beach looked a lot like it does out here. And in I'm 40, and 35 years, Virginia Beach has turned into a whole different spot.
Yeah, it's
which is
taller.
great. It's good for them. I mean, they have a booming economy. They got a lot of things going on there
Yeah.
with the military and government and everything. So
Yeah.
good for them. Traffic's harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
prefer
for
the
sure.
traffic here, but yeah, always spend my time between the beach and the mountains, and met Brittany up there, brought me down here, came about a girl, and been loving it ever since. So
All right, well, welcome to the
Yeah.
shore, my friend.
hey, thank you.
We got some more music coming up. Here he is, Brandon Batty. You're listening to Live LIXX right here on Ocean 98.
Pulsations with the mountains slowly shifting, a pair of dimes, a rock of nations reduced to rubble. Just give us space, Lord, just give us time. Conversations over whiskey, conversations over wine. We followed that lonesome river, straight over the fall line. I said, come ride with me. If you take that notion, we can ride down to the sea, some violent ocean. Deep diving for some big solution. I said, come ride with me, this liquid motion. Conversations on the weather. I say, hey man, just look outside. You stand there like you're gonna change it, but I say no, enjoy the ride. I said, come ride with me. If you take that notion, we can ride down to the sea, this viral ocean. deep diving for some big solution. Well, I said, come ride with me, this liquid motion.
You're listening to Live LIXX on Ocean 98.
Commercial?
I loved it.
Yeah, no,
Was that-
he
oh,
loved
you
it,
saw
see?
me. I was
Yeah,
dancing.
he's
I
a
was-
real musician.
don't-
You guys are just wannabes. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't have to
Like,
be nice to Schwab. You probably shouldn't.
Love.
No.
It's exciting and new.
When I tell you I
Come
wake up and I hear
aboard.
that and I go to bed
We're
and I hear that.
expecting you at the Love Boat. Da da da. Da, da, da,
Thank
da,
you.
da, da.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Are you a TV fan, Brandon Batty?
Me, not so much. No,
No, but did you ever watch The Love Boat?
Oh, the Love Boat or
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I
would
mean,
you like Fantasy Island better?
Yeah, you know.
The
I'll
plane,
go
the
that.
plane. I've actually been banned from saying that on the radio. Ski, I don't know what you've done over there. Your microphone's not making noise. Yeah, so you're just talking into the air.
You're just talking into nothingness, into the void.
Yeah. No,
Hello.
no, we're
Hello.
live on the air. Watch your language.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Brandon Batty, we used up some time during the interview process. I know the song's coming up, and one of the things we talked about was you have stories that go with your songs.
Sure. Yeah.
And I was wondering if this next song you want to tell a story about it.
Yeah, actually, this one's got actually a pretty good story. So once again, same theme. I mean, it's about just being out there, kind of on the road, and like just thinking to myself. And I remember sitting at the kitchen table with my kid. He was probably 8 or 9 at the time, Bowen, and he was we're just sitting there, and he was doing something with school, like learning words or whatnot. So I sat there with him, and it was like, let's sit down and write a song. We'll just use rhyming words. So we just picked a whole bunch of words and rhymed them on a sheet of paper, and then I filled in the front part of that to make this song. And then I had the lick going for quite some time, never had words to it. So once that happened, and I made the connection in my brain, so I got to give Bowen co-writer props on this one because he definitely helped me write this.
All right, now you've piqued my interest. This one's called "You'll Know."
You'll know, yeah, and it's and you'll listen to them, and some of the rhyming words are actually the same word, which it works, but this one requires a little harmonica.
Okay, it's while he gets set up to do this, we're having some trouble with our feed at theocean98.com. If you're listening and you want to check out the video of this, you can always go to Optics Productions. They're streaming on Kick, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. And you can catch us live at ocean98.com, but our Facebook's down right now. I don't know what the heck's going on. Here he is, Brandon Batty. You're listening to Live LIXX right here on Ocean 98 FM 98.1.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. This is awesome. Here we are, so listen now. Take a sip, empty your cup. Things are down, but we're looking up. All here pushing on love. Up the hill, no towards the top. Bound to fall or get dropped. See, keep the nose hard as a rock. Don't need the keys when the doors are locked. On this lonely sea, when you miss the mountains and the trees. Sick, thirsty, on your knees, oh, you'll know. Got the gift of wasting time with a broken pencil scratching the lines. Another road got me in this bind, but I'm home now, so all is fine. I can't see when the lights go down. Another night in another town, still a firing back though round for round. Hit softly to the ground, these lights shine on an empty street, illuminate my tired feet. I slip and fall though to my knees, and I pray the Lord my soul to keep on this lonely sea. When you miss the mountains and the trees, sick, thirsty, on your knees, oh, you'll know. Ain't no get to keep the life of praise, yeah. Killing ourselves, hate to get paid. Well, this crown of thorns and our fists are raised. Oh, waiting on some brighter day. If you're gonna talk, say it loud and clear, without the hate or no fear, and follow the sound down through the years. Or if you're lost, just wait right here on this lonely sea. When you miss the mountains and the trees, sick, thirsty, on your knees, oh, you'll know. There it is. Thank you.
You're listening to Ocean 98, the best of rock. Live online at Ocean 98.
Fell off the truck. What's
Yeah,
going
a
on?
little rusty here today. I'm upset because I think we're live now on Ocean 90. I have issues with this streaming
I'll check
software.
and
Where
see
are
if
you? We
my.
need Avery.
I know we need Avery.
Avery, he leaves the building and
That's
everything
right.
breaks.
Whenever we need work.
Whenever we need the IT
You know,
guy.
last time we all got together and did a live LIXX, we tried something new. We stole questions from the Stephen Colbert Show.
Good. This is good.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, so you don't watch a lot of TV, Brandon?
I'm familiar with Colbert.
I've seen it. It's late night with Stephen Colbert, I believe it is.
absolutely, yeah.
So he has the do you know the 13 questions?
I do not.
Okay, well, this will be fun then. His group of writers, and I'm sure they're all highly paid professionals,
Yes.
came up with the 13 questions, and we ran through them once before, and we liked it. Everyone in the room has already answered them, so there's no need for anyone except Brandon to answer the
Ah,
questions.
that's the one.
Oh, you don't want to hear
Yeah.
about me and Ski?
Well, you guys, we'll let Brandon answer first,
Okay.
please. So, Brandon, we'll throw a softball out first. What's your favorite sandwich?
Favorite sandwich? Italian hoagie.
Any particular location? Give a shout out. Any particular location?
Anyway,
Come on, what's your go-to?
honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but Harris Teeter.
Oh no, that's all right. No,
It's
it's
good
a
stuff.
fine place to get some prepared food. All
That's
right.
right.
Well, what's one thing that you own that you should really throw out?
Probably half my top drawer, socks and underwear.
that's a good one. That's a good one. What is the scariest animal?
Ooh, man, there's a lot of scary animals out there.
There is. That
You know,
there
anything,
is.
like group at the beach, anything, there's a lot of stuff in that salt water that's scary.
Yeah.
that I just don't even want to know
spit
about.
one out. We got here. You have to answer.
I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna go with giant squid on that one.
A giant
Whoa.
squid.
Yeah.
What is it, like 1910?
I mean, maybe.
I can nightmares this child
All
had.
right, all right.
Yeah.
Apples or oranges?
Apples.
Really?
Macintosh.
Let's go
I
around the
mean,
room.
The
Apple?
actual
Patty?
apple.
Honey
I'd
Crisp.
say apple. Yeah.
Honey Crisp.
I'm the only
yeah,
orange guy
that's
in the
where
room.
it's at.
That's
Gala's
it.
good too. I like the Gala.
All right.
Yeah, Schwab would probably like the Gala.
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes.
Who?
Well, first time that came to mind, there used to be a bar called Kokomo's down in Virginia Beach, and got the opportunity one time to Bruce Smith's from Virginia Beach, so they had this big gathering of, NFL heads. I mean, it was awesome, and I was small, 8 or 9 years old.
Sure.
I just remember going around there asking everyone. Most of them probably weren't football players; they were just hanging out.
Right.
But I asked a lot of people for autographs that night.
Ski, I'm interested. Who have you ever asked for an autograph?
I sure have, and I was hoping you're going to ask me. My first guy was Dave Butts, and he let me put his Super Bowl ring on it and went over both of my fingers.
I believe that. All right. What do you think happens when we die?
Ooh, the great question, the great mystery. I think we get recycled back into matter.
There you go. That's a good one. Favorite action movie?
I'm just gonna go with Ace Ventura on that one.
Wait. I don't know if that's an action movie. I guess
How about
There's a
Love
lot of
Story?
action. the original Ace Ventura. There was a lot of action. in that.
I'd like to hear Maddie's favorite action movie.
I told you this before. John Wick.
John Wick. That's so
That's
new.
so lame.
I like the first one though. Like not the new. Not
just
now they
like
have like
Keanu.
500 of them. But I do like Keanu Reeves too.
Just,
So
I just want to kiss Keanu. Brandon, what's your favorite smell?
Favorite smell?
Mhm.
Ooh, can I say it on the air? No.
Well, that's not really your favorite smell. Gross.
Valentine's Day, I guess.
Come on, spit one out.
I'll go with sandalwood.
That's not
Oh.
bad. Least favorite smell. Same answer.
Hey.
Steel wool.
Oh, why are you smelling? I don't even want to know. Well, exercise, is it worth it?
Yeah,
There you
absolutely.
Flat or sparkling?
Water.
The question is open-ended.
Sparkling.
Oh, interesting. Most used app on your phone?
Embarrassing, but TikTok.
The TikTok, the Body Rock. I'm probably the Gram. I'm not a TikTok. I'm a Gram.
Right.
Ski.
Phone.
Yeah, Maddie.
Probably Instagram. Yeah.
The Gram. I'm guilty of the Gram. You get one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it?
Touch of Grey, Grateful Dead.
Really? The touch of that? You have to
That's
elaborate.
the first studio or major hit, but that's what got me into them, and I remember hearing it on the radio back in the day. And
Yeah, I like that song, but that's an odd choice. What number am I thinking of?
13.
No, 7.
I was about to say 7.
My birthday is 7/13.
You said 7 last time, so I
I'm always
remembered
thinking
that.
of 7, but now that you're on to me, I'll have to switch it up.
Mhm.
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Exactly 5 words?
Well,
That's 5 words.
that was only 3. No, describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Let's do this. Be positive.
All right, 10-4. We're talking with Brandon Batty. I know, how do people contact you, Brandon Batty, if they're interested in having you play out or they want to meet you? Where are they going to see you next? What's going on with Brandon Batty?
Another shout out to Brittany. She just hooked it up with a new Gmail, so it's battybooking@gmail.com. So
And you're looking to get out and play some clubs or some bars rather this summer?
yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
anyone's interested.
All right, this
do
is the last one we have time for. Here he is for one more. It's Brandon Batty. You're listening to Live LIXX.
So this one is a cat song. I know lots of people out there always ask for it. It's a tough one. First song I ever wrote. It's about a cat. It's about several cats, but a couple in particular. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away from home. This morning when I left for work, he was there up on that perch. As I walked on by, he was looking rather sly. He tried escape plan, got caught before he ran. Found a gap in the screen door, well now I guess he's free. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away from home. Lord knows where he's at. My guess just being a cat out there on the run, chasing shadows through the sun. Now it's time to catch a bite, find a girlfriend for the night. You know I'd break out too if I could do what the cat can do. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away from home. Here we go. I got no words though, 'cause oh I know when I wake up in the morning, he'll be on that front porch yawning, waiting to come on in, grab a spot and sleep off sin. Hey, couple fights and a female friend, oh what a night it's been. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away from home. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away from home. Here we go. He'll stay for a couple of days, just lie there in a haze, sprawled out across my couch, stone grin crossed his mouth, just staring through the blinds, wondering what he might find. When he gets that feeling back, oh, he'll be on the run again. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away from home. Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? Where did that cat go? He ran away again. Thank you so much. I loved it.
Jeez. All right. Brandon, Batty, thank you so much. That's it for Live LIXX. Tune in tomorrow. We've got live music. And the Secrets is open at 4 with specials all night long.